Guys, Modern Warfare 2 is doing something that we haven't seen in a very long time, and I want to talk about it. Sorry for the lack of uploads this week. My wife just got in from being out of town for a little over a week, so we had a couple of days where we, enjoyed some time together. Not that you care at all. I'm just letting you know that we're back on track for hopefully shooting out 2 or 3 videos a week. And today I want to talk about Modern Warfare 2, so let's get into it. So Modern Warfare 2, they've done something that we haven't seen in gaming in a very long time. And what's that? That's provide tons of content on launch. So today the campaign dropped for people who pre-ordered, and while I'm not a fan of pre-ordering, in my opinion, this was a good move. In previous years, I've put campaigns on the back burner just because when it comes to multiplayer, there's a lot of FOMO or fear of missing out. You can easily feel like you're behind when grinding weapons if you're not regularly playing every day. Call of Duty is so sweaty and competitive that you have to hit the grind really hard when it drops in order to unlock or level up whatever the meta weapons are for each Call of Duty. So right out of the gate, you're thrown into this super competitive mode, and the casual stuff, basically all the PvP game modes get left behind. But what Infinity Ward has done with the release of this game is break Modern Warfare's content out in stages. Think of it like going to your favorite restaurant. Does all of the food come out at the same time? No, you get your drinks first, then maybe an appetizer, then your entree, then maybe dessert. Giving you a great experience in pieces, fostering a great dining experience, right? If you wanted everything together on the same plate, you just go to the buffet down the road. So for Modern Warfare 2, we get to enjoy this entire package because it's phased out fantastically. Let's talk about the release schedule. The full game releases on October 28th, and man is it packed. Multiplayer will have 12 modes at launch, which is, pretty much what we saw in the beta. But we'll also have Spec Ops, and I kind of want to go on a tangent about Spec Ops for a second. So in the last blog post that they gave us, as of the time of this recording, they told us that they're going to be giving us 3 missions to complete. What's also interesting is that they're introducing a backpack system into Spec Ops. In this backpack, you'll be able to store equipment. You'll also be storing one of 3 kits that are similar to a set of perks, field upgrades, and kill streaks in multiplayer. These kits are named Assault, Medic, and Recon. In that blog post at the end of what they were talking about with Spec Ops, they said this: "We highly recommend completing all 3 special ops missions with 3 stars and have at least 1 kit leveled up to tier 5 before raids, a direct continuation of the campaign," which is really interesting to hear. All the more reason to play the campaign and get familiar with the story before raids are introduced. But if you're interested in the raids at all, I would look into Spec Ops sometime shortly after release to get those kit levels maxed out. So we've got the campaign today, which is the 20th. We've got the full game, which launches with multiplayer and Spec Ops on the 28th. And what's next? So we have Warzone 2, DMZ, and Season 1 drops on November 16th, along with a new Battle Pass system. I'm pretty sure that we all know what we're getting with Warzone 2 since the COD Next event. I mean, they may be changing a few things since that event, but we know the map and we know what the playstyle will most likely be. DMZ is the real question mark here. There have been plenty of leaks and speculation surrounding the mode, but Infinity Ward has been tremendously quiet about the mode, much like they were with Warzone whenever it first dropped. With the changes in the gunplay and the movement in the Modern Warfare 2 beta that we played, I believe they have went all in on this mode. My guess is that if done correctly, this extraction mode will be the center of attention for a long time, much like Warzone was. A casual extraction shooter? Count me in. And then the last piece of the release schedule is December 14th brings Season 1 Reloaded. In this update, Warzone 2 has its first post-launch update, and here's what I'm really excited for. We get raids. We don't know much about these raids other than they're supposedly 3-man squad raids. They're multi-hour long missions, and they're a continuation from the campaign. If you've never played Destiny and gotten to experience what it's like to collaborate with a squad on puzzles and boss fights, you're truly missing out. PvE isn't attractive to a lot of people, and I get it because it's not challenging enough, but raids are most definitely challenging. And the cool thing about them is while they're challenging, they're also rewarding. Which brings me to my last point. If done correctly, all of this content, the multiplayer, DMZ, Spec Ops, raids, they could be a blast. But icing on the cake, great rewards. Players would be incredibly enticed to play more PvE stuff if there were great rewards for that completion. Imagine playing the hardest difficulty on a raid and getting a unique skin that only few will have, or maybe in DMZ finding a skin that's incredibly unique, and once you extract with it, you're able to use it across all game modes. Imagine being able to show that off. I mean, I'm just spitballing here, but that sounds awesome to me. That kind of grind is what I miss in games these days, and I'm hoping that Infinity Ward brings some of that to Modern Warfare 2. The game has loads of content. Why not reward us and keep us coming back for more? So as you can see, the schedule is lined out perfectly for us. You get little slices of content slowly over time, and I just think that's awesome. Obviously, Infinity Ward has went all in on the content. I can't think of a AAA shooter in the last 2 or 3 years that had this much content at launch. You know, in the first month or two, we're seeing raids, Spec Ops, multiplayer, campaign. I mean, this is incredible. It's a great time to be a gamer in the FPS market. Will the game be perfect? No, I expect it to be the same old Call of Duty that we're typically accustomed to. But there's going to be tons of content to play. And just briefly, just what I want to talk about is the direction of the channel. I feel like my channel has been mostly Battlefield, Halo, and Dead Drop. And I don't think that's going to change, but I'm going to probably back off the Halo and Battlefield content for a little bit. Just simply because as a content creator, Modern Warfare 2 is offering an incredible amount of content, right? And as a young developing content creator, I want to be able to dive into all of that. I see a lot of potential there. And so I don't think that I'm going to stop with the Battlefield and Halo content, because we've got Halo Forge coming out in less than a month, just a couple weeks away actually. And I don't think that enough people are talking about how much content that's going to create. It's going to be awesome. I'm still looking forward to that. Battlefield has an update that's coming out today, as well as Season 3 is just right around the corner. So again, there's content there, but I feel like they've kind of had their time, and it's Call of Duty time. And with the content of Warzone, DMZ, Spec Ops, raids, multiplayer, I can't pass that up. So you're going to be seeing a lot of Modern Warfare 2 content coming to the channel, a lot of Call of Duty, and something else that I'm just kicking around is maybe starting my own Discord and creating a small little community for us to get together, maybe play some Halo Customs or some Warzone or DMZ or Battlefield, whatever it is. Just let me know in the comments if that's something you're interested in. I don't know, just something that I'm playing around with. But anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about. I'm excited for the future of Modern Warfare 2, and I'm also excited for the future of this channel. And hey, if you liked it, give it a like. If you didn't, give it a dislike. Please consider subbing, and I'll see you on the next one.